Hello, Professor Belcher. Here's my first blog ever, so I hope it's not too bad. As you already know, my research problem reflects on the notion of unsafe driving in a residential area, which poses a threat to pedestrians as well as other drivers. So for my first blog, my intentions are to introduce the statistics that are further representative of this problem at a more national spotlight, if you will. So furthermore, I will exemplify the process in which I found a report for pedestrian traffic fatalities by each state in 2017. So as this vlog continues, just keep in mind that even though that these statistics that I will present to you, even though they're inclusive and in the national spotlight, they are still extremely relevant and very applicable to even the smallest neighborhoods and communities. On that note, let's get started. The research question that I will be analyzing is how does the numerical value of the amount of pedestrians involved in these deadly car accidents, how does that value differ over the past half decade? So first off, we begin with Google, which will be our main search engine, which is the one that I will use for all of my research. So here I enter the keywords pedestrians, accidents, statistics, and when you scroll down here to the fourth link, it is an article from NPR titled Distraction on Street and Sidewalk Helps Cause Record Pedestrian Deaths. So even though that this is a published article, it seems to have accurate information. I chose to proceed on to a more credible source. Therefore, in the beginning of the article, it mentions a report released by the Governor Highway Safety Association, and that is right here. If you cannot see the mouse, I decided to click on this link, and this is finally the report that I will be using. It's called Pedestrian Traffic Fatalities by State Preliminary Data. So before actually diving into the information that is here, I wanted to establish the publisher's credibility. Therefore, I scrolled down and went to the tab About, and here it says that the GHSA, which is the Governor's Highway Safety Association, is a nonprofit representing the state and territorial highway safety offices that implement federal grant programs to address behavioral highway safety issues. So based on that information, we could tell that the information will be credible and therefore unbiased. So on this exact page, on the spotlight on highway safety, it provides a summary essentially of what the actual report is on. It has information and diagrams. It is not essentially the exact information I am looking for. So I decided to click on this tab where it says download the report. So this is the report that appears after clicking on that tab, and if we scroll down to page 5, we're introduced to table 1, which is labeled pedestrian fatalities and the percent of total traffic fatalities from the years 2007 to 2016. And essentially what it's showing is that over the past decade, pedestrian fatalities, as you can see the numbers right here, have been, they fluctuate, they decrease, but essentially they are increasing over time. In 2017, as explained in this chart, the projected fatalities mount up to about 5,984. Again, reminding you that is the preliminary data. However, in 2016, the figure was 5,987. Therefore, there's only a difference of 3 fatalities over the year. So what I find interesting is that What these statistics are essentially implying is that there's almost no change at all in the amount of fatalities that come to pedestrians as a result of motor vehicles, considering 2016 and this past year, 2017. But on a wider and at a wider scale, if you will, this is representative of a much larger problem. This shows the lack of attention and incentive from a national to a local level to try to solve what is proven by the statistics from this report a life-threatening issue. Okay, Professor, that is it. I hope you enjoyed my first attempt to what I think was a vlog. And on my next one, I will now be directing the problems and the information found in my sources to a more local level, so it could be even more applicable to my research problem. Thank you and have a good day.